think old Captain Jack's washed up, eh? I haven't washed up in years. Riches falling away upon the land as luck returns to Jack the Highwayman.
Like it or not, Jack, you're going to help me. I will break my father's curse.
Oh, no, come now. Lighten your grip, mate. Square the pommel. Much better. Now. Run me through.
What?
Your first murder. Happy to be a part of it. Just don't mind all the blood and the bulging eyeballs and such.
Maybe I'm not a pirate, but you're wrong if you think I wouldn't do it.
And you are wrong if you think I'd let you. Next time you raise a sword, boy, be the last to die.
Shot the chase with the ghost sharks, where they're pursuing the rowboat. We shot part of that in a location where we were adding the island to the background. Then we had a small water tank location with a rowboat on a gimbal for direct interaction with people in water.
Harry, move!
We then did another environment where we shot it in a blue screen stage in an interior.
Ah!
So within that sequence, you might be cutting from a location to a tank shot to a blue screen set, all in a matter of a few seconds. And our job was to try to make sure that we were creating the CG water and the CG ocean extensions around it to match the live action location well enough that it blends.
We kind of have the best of both worlds. We have the digital portion at hand, and we have the practical stuff that was shot on set. In each of these shots, it's always a combination. It depends on what works best.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
I really liked the stuff at the end when we're up in the Whitsundays, because it had been such a tough shoot and so long and everyone was so tired. And then we all kind of got on a flight and we ended up on this little paradise island, and it felt like we were on vacation as a family.
Yeah.
And then the final scene we shot was us running up and down that beach at sunset with Johnny and Jeffrey and all the pirates. And I remember thinking, this is such a great way to finish it off.
Yeah.
If this had been the first week, then we would have just been exhausted by the end. But to have that kind of lift and spirits right at the end.
It's coming! It's coming!
I remember we had a scene where we could only do it once, you know, running on the beach. After that, the beach was ruined and they couldn't reset it. I remember thinking, what a fantastic way to finish a movie, you know, with one take. I remember thinking, like, this is it, you know, after this we can't do it again.
Literally the finish line, like we're running towards the finish line.
The hair, as I said, I saw some drawings of it, but I didn't have the idea of how would that look actually on screen. So you have to have a leap of faith. So, okay. And I like that idea because it's like a floating spirit, like, that also helped me to bring more thickness into the behavior of the character, knowing that there's something lighter going on.
The underwater look for the ghosts, it was about kind of really selling this feeling that these characters were underwater, even though they weren't actually underwater in terms of where they were in space. So there were a few things that were done, mainly in relation to the hair and to the cloth, in terms of the movement and the flowiness of it, and making sure that we were striking the right balance of movement that was floaty, but not feeling kind of awkward or strange. And I think we struck a good balance with it.
In visual effects, one of the most important things for us to be able to give the directors was the ability to be able to dial up and dial down the performance of the hair and the cloth and the way that it floated. What we did find very quickly, though, is that when you have an actor like Javier, who's giving such an amazingly strong performance, the last thing you want to do is step on that in any way.
Sparrow.
Spanish?
So I would say that more often than not, we ended up dialing down the extremities of the movement of the floating parts of their body, the cloth, the wounds, and the hair, in order not to take anything away from the face of the performance.